Well, for the latest this hour, let's cross live to Moscow and talk to our correspondent Theo Merz, who's standing by. Theo, first of all, what more can you tell us about this crackdown on the opposition?
Well, this is a really strong crackdown from the Kremlin. It's a much stronger crackdown than we've seen ahead of protests in the past. As you say, a number of Navalny's close associates have been arrested. Those arrests have happened not just in Moscow, but elsewhere in Russia, where these demonstrations are due to take place. Officials have been telling state media that these protests are unsanctioned and warning that anyone who turns out could face arrest. Some schools and universities have been telling their students not to come. And authorities have also been putting pressure on social media companies, both inside and outside of Russia, to remove any posts where information about these demonstrations are being shared. And we've just found out in the last few minutes that actually Vkontakte, the Russian equivalent of Facebook, has complied with that request. It doesn't look like foreign social media firms are going to be doing that, but still there is this real pressure on all sides on these protests that are going to be happening tomorrow.
Yeah, nonetheless, though, as you say, the protests are going ahead. What should we expect on the streets of Russia tomorrow?
Well, it really remains to be seen. It's quite a high-stakes standoff between Navalny and the Kremlin now. Obviously, the Navalny camp want as many people to come onto the streets as possible to show Russian authorities that there is this widespread anger over his arrest. Whereas the Kremlin, clearly, from what they're doing, it's very important to them that there isn't a massive turnout. They want to show that Navalny is a fringe figure. He doesn't really pose that much of a threat. If he is jailed for the next few years, as he might be in the coming months, that it won't make that much difference internally. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all turns out tomorrow.
All right, Theo Merz, thank you very much indeed, and I'm sure we will be speaking to you tomorrow when those protests do get underway. Meanwhile,